Hey, welcome to Sing and Cook on Sanjeev Kapoor's Khazana. Once again, your friend Chef Harpal is here with some unique recipes. We all in India love to have either a North Indian breakfast or a South Indian breakfast. And Upma happens to be my favorite. Every time I trouble my wife, let's have Upma. But here today, I'm doing a Upma with a new twist. And that's what I love doing with my food. I love to keep experimenting, adding those little things that make the difference and bring that wow in it. So today, I have a tomato olive Upma. Sounds interesting and unique. We'll see how we make it. For this, I have a pan here on fire. To this, let me add this semolina. 1 cup. So roast the semolina here first, get a nice flavor. When you roast this, it does not get that starchy feel. And whenever you keep it at home, it's very important that you roast the suji, the semolina, and then store it. Then you don't get those worms that generally get in semolina. Very important. And also roast it on low flame. Do not brown the semolina. Because if you brown the semolina, the Upma will be brown. And Upma generally should be nice and ivory color, Yeah, it's almost done now. So let me just, the flame off. Let me take this out in a bowl. Let's keep this aside and put this back again on fire for the next step. Put some oil in this, around 2 tablespoons of oil. Let this get hot. Chop the tomatoes into cubes. Nice red tomatoes, good for health. The Singaporean, Japanese and all the Far Eastern people always tell you to have a fresh tomato that is ripe and red early morning. Helps to improve your skin texture. Beauty from within. Isn't it good? But for me, there's hardly any skin left now. 1 year, having a raw tomato makes a lot of sense. My oil is hot now, so let me add the mustard seeds. Some lentil here, urad dal. I like more of this in my Upma. Some chana dal, 1 tablespoon of it. Saute this until nice and brown. I like the crunchy flavor. Beautiful. Next, I've got some ginger. 1 tablespoon of ginger in this. Saute the ginger. And while you saute ginger, also add the chillies. If you want it spicier, you can increase the number of chillies that you want to add. I've just added 2 chillies and ginger in this. My next step, add the tomatoes to this. Wow. Now, also add the curry leaves. Generally, all my dear South Indian friends prefer adding curry leaves initially. I don't prefer for the simple reason that curry leaves, when you add in the beginning, you do get the flavor, but they tend to get burnt, Here, I've added my curry leaves. Now, they still get roasted in oil. I don't want my tomatoes to get pulpier. They should get little soft. They should not get pasty. And that's what I like to do with my Upma. Now to this, let me add salt to taste. I also love to add little turmeric to the olive tomato Upma that I make. A little bit of turmeric, around 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric in this. Nice and soft. Now to this, I'm going to add water. 1, 2, 3. So let this get boiled, and that's the consistency I like personally the best. 1 cup of suji and 3 parts of water. Water has come to a boil. Nice color that I'm getting from the turmeric. I've also got olives here, so I'll add olives at this point of time. So olives in here, salt and all the mixture. Let it come to a boil, and then we'll add the semolina. And remember, it's very important that the water should be completely boiling, before you pour the semolina, the roasted one, into the water. So all the suji now in, mix it up properly and keep cooking and stirring. You don't want lumps to get formed. Generally, when you add suji, what you see is lumps getting formed. So you don't want the lumps to get formed. And also remember, the upma splashes a lot. And when it splashes on your skin, it gets burnt. So be careful. Keep stirring it though, because you don't want the lumps to get formed. Very interesting, isn't it? As you add water, you think that it's too much of water. But semolina absorbs a lot of water, Nice tomato, beautiful color. I like it like this, it's not dry, it's semi-dry. Keep cooking for some time. The upma is almost ready now. To this, let me add some fresh coriander and give that last stir. Beautiful. That's it. It's almost ready. I like it like this. Let's serve it in a bowl. Great flavors, olives, tomatoes. And what's going to happen is, now it still looks a bit loose, but as it cools down, you'll see that it's become further thick. Nice tomato olive upma. Love this, man, love this. And I keep experimenting with new flavors. Sometimes they don't work, but if you don't experiment, you would never be able to create new dishes. Got some black olives here. Put them as garnish. Beautiful black olives. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Isn't it interesting? And last but not the least, some fresh coriander. And this one, beautiful olive tomato upma. Avinash, this is what you had requested for. And here's this for you.